What's up, you guys? It's your girl Kalima from Black Hollywood Live. I am here at the Underground screening for Emmy consideration. We're going to talk to some awesome stars and the cast in Underground. Are you ready to go underground? Let's dig in. Hello, my name's Kalima. Nice to meet you. I'm with Black Hollywood Live. You look stunning, by the way.
As do you.
What are you wearing, love?
You know what? This is a little bit of Zara mixed with some BCBG.
Yes, the white just, pops on the melanin, honey. All right, she's going to frame us in. We're good? All right. So I am here with Aisha Hines. How are you feeling tonight at this screening? Are you excited?
I'm very, very, very excited and always super emotional because this experience has been so enlightening and enriching and so transformative and so sort of precious and special. In the trajectory of all of my work, this is definitely one of those experiences that has shifted the earth beneath me a little bit, and placed me perfectly, I think, standing in the fullness of my purpose, as an artist, as a human being, as a woman of color, as a woman of faith. It sort of marries all of those parts of me and calls on every single part at 100%. So I'm excited that the people are here and that they will, get to see this episode once again and that we can talk about it, live together, because it was something, when it aired, and there was such a huge response, on all the social media platforms. And so I'm happy to now touch the hands and look into the eyes of people when we experience this together.
Did you know that that was going to be the impact? Like, did you know that it was going to have that sort of impact? Because it seems like it really did change you, even being in the movie. Like, it changed the way that, your perspective.
Yeah, it absolutely did. I had no idea what the impact would be. I knew that I was impacted while I was doing it. My only hope and my prayer was that what I felt, what I experienced, what we experienced, because it wasn't solely me. It's a solo episode, but it took so many hands and hearts involved to sort of bring it to life. But what I experienced, I hope that it would translate, and it translated. That's what I feel, is that it translated, because I think that her story fills a void that we didn't even realize we had. You know what I mean? I think we knew just enough about Harriet Tubman, but when we get to learn the depths of what we learn, and we see her as a woman, who loved a man, who cheated on her, you know what I mean? It's all of a sudden we get to connect with her in a different way when we see her as a daughter, and a woman who, is considerate about her friends and their freedom. All of a sudden we're like, this is our sister.
Did you learn something new about Harriet's legacy with being in the show? Like, when you read the script, what was your reaction?
Yeah, absolutely. There was a full syllabus of education that I learned that I didn't learn in my formative years in school. I probably walked in with about 25% of the information that I had on Harriet Tubman. Everything else was such a revelation for me, which was beautiful, because it sort of put her in a different lens for me, and it afforded me an opportunity to experience her in a different way, and then realize how important it was for us now to bring that information to the masses, because I think that it will transform, the way that people think of her and even think of themselves, because she was an ordinary woman who did an extraordinary thing, and the world is full of ordinary people who can do extraordinary things.
And I love your spirit. I can see how your character has. I just feel it. Like, I feel it even when you're speaking, and I mean, God bless you. And I only see so much more for you. Yes, of course. Congratulations, my love. Have a great night, and congratulations. Yes. You're welcome. Hey guys, I have a question for you. Okay, what was the common energy on set? This show has definitely the energy of the show bleeds through the screen, and it gives so many different reactions and so many different emotions to the audiences. But how is the energy on the set?
It's reverence, I think, would be the word.
Okay.
I think that's how we can play with each other. That's how we can have fun. That's how we can go deep. That's how we can take care of each other.
Right.
All of those things were needed for this show, because we wanted to show that entire journey. And with people of color, I know especially, even no matter what we've gone through, we always find joy. We always find time to look out for each other and to laugh. But knowing that we were always on hallowed ground.
Right. So what will this Emmy mean to this show?
I think it would honor the fact that this story is being told in a celebratory way, and so it goes beyond us, because even for us, even in the telling of the story, it's beyond us. It's about our ancestors.
Yeah.
So for that, it would be just a larger celebration of what we're doing, which is saying, yeah, this is something, these are people who are heroes and heroines, and they need to be honored in this way every year.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. You know, Harriet Tubman is such a great historic figure. What is something important, like you know, something about Harriet that maybe you didn't know prior to the show? Like once you know, read the script and stuff. I mean, I spoke to Aisha, and she said she really only knew about 25% of, you know, information about Harriet.
Yeah, I guess what I didn't know is about her visions. That's how she, you know, and her faith in God, and that being a part of the journey, and that is just amazing because I'm a woman of faith. So to think that, you know, that so many years ago, 1858, antebellum South, here's a woman who is just relentless in her faith in God to have enough courage to be able to travel miles back and forth through danger to save her people. It just makes me feel like whatever I'm going through, and that's why I always feel like when people watching, I'm like, whatever we're going through today is nothing in comparison. So it makes me feel like she can do that, we can tackle our everyday demons.
Yeah, absolutely. She represents fearlessness and selflessness, and I think that that's something we need so much in this society, and I appreciate you being a part of that story and helping promote that story. Thank you so much.
It's an honor. Thank you.
Have a great night and congratulations. You're very welcome. What's up, you guys? I am here with executive producer Anthony Hemingway. How are you feeling tonight?
I'm feeling great, actually. I'm blessed, happy, excited that we get to experience this episode on the biggest platform that you can. And that's exciting. The show is very cinematic, and I'm happy that we're having the opportunity, and everyone here tonight is getting to experience it in that way.
Why is it important to tell Harriet's story?
Ooh, I mean, how much time you got?
I'm telling you. I know. There's so many things that I think that she represents that we didn't know prior. Unfortunately, we have a school system that kind of just gives you a chapter of the week and then that's it. And it's so important that we learn about selflessness, about fearlessness, especially in a time like this. So, you know, I guess I'm wondering, you know, the background, like why is it important today to tell a story like Harriet?
Well, I think for us to remember that someone like Harriet, that's a superhero, that's a legend, that sometimes we see that are untainable or unreachable, that they're as human as we are. And to humanize this story and this woman was exciting. To realize that there's a little bit of her in all of us, you know, and to see what she was able to conquer. Obviously, she was living her truth and her passion and her purpose, really. But I think she fed all of us from generation to generation, and the ability to see it and to see her three-dimensionally like we've never been able to see her before was exhilarating. And you know, it was one that we all grew from ourselves. Like none of us really, you know, like you said, in school got to really fully learn about her and grasp it. And it was just the idea of having the, what is happening over here?
Journey steps on the carpet and it's a ruckus.
Like really, Journey?
Really?
Like really, Journey?
Look, she don't even hear. She in the zone right now, y'all. She in the zone. But yeah, absolutely. It's very important to be able to grasp that, absolutely. What will this Emmy mean for you?
You know, it's just, it's, you know, for me, it's really the idea that the stories that we're telling are reaching where they need to be reached, you know, and that really is all. Yeah,
because it's already, of course, successful. It's already changed lives, and that's the point of it. But it's great. Yes, of course, it's great to have that platform.
Yes.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you so much, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah. What's up, you guys? I'm here with Karin Wagner. You are responsible for the costumes.
I am.
You know, people don't think of slaves as fashionable, and so I'm sure people are thinking, oh, you just slap some fabrics together, but I know it's more than that. Please explain.
So we gave everybody palettes. This season we have a new group of enslaved people, the Gullah Geechee, and I wanted to make them very different from last year's Macon plantation. So each group has a specific palette and a specific set of textures.
Wow.
And then when we make the new costumes, which we have to make a lot of because there's so little that we can use that's out in the world, everything comes to us new calico off the bolt, and then everything has to be aged and distressed and dyed. And we have this sort of funny little dialogue that the woman who does all that, or the group of people who make the costumes look old, are called ager dyers. And we have this dialogue, and she'll bring me something, I'll say, it has to dye, the fabric has to dye. And it's a much more involved process than you would imagine.
How long does it take before it actually gets on the bodies of the characters?
It can take anywhere from a week, depending on what we have to make, to going through aging, dyeing, and various fittings. And sometimes we have to just, because it's a TV schedule, we just have to make things overnight, you know, and just go from there. So the great thing about working in this business is that you have to be very fluid. And so it keeps you mentally agile all the time.
But you know what? I think that without the costumes, the scene would not come alive like it did. So congratulations on being here today.
Thank you.
Yes, of course. Have a great day. What's up, you guys? No introduction needed. I'm here with Journey. How are you feeling tonight? You look stunning in this white.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
How are you feeling?
Great. I'm excited. I'm excited to be here. We have so many underground supporters who have came out.
Yes, absolutely. So, you know, I know that you've done a lot of traveling to Africa for artists, for a new for a new South Africa. Is there anything that you learned about your heritage that you didn't know before? Like, did it inspire you to do any research on your heritage?
Oh my goodness, yeah. You know, I think in working with ANSA in general, it was food for my soul. And South Africa is one of the most beautiful places I've ever been in my life. And honestly, you know, you feel like you're home. Like when I stepped on the soil, I just felt home. And one thing I learned so much about humility. Wow. You know, because I met so many people there who weren't really hungry for much, but the basics, you know, like an education, access to clean water, access to health care and child care. And so it's definitely humbled me. And what matters.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, working on this movie, you actually had to film pregnant. Is there any scene that you would never do again?
Oh my gosh, from season 2? Man, you know, there were a lot of in the woods and all that kind of stuff. Honestly, I would do it all again. And I'm crazy. I'm crazy in that sense. I would do it all again.
No, but your energy and your presence on screen, it bleeds through the screen. You know, so much passion, so inspirational. I remember seeing Eve's Bayou and just seeing. I remember I was probably like 13 or something, and I just remember like, how is it that this young girl has so much, you know, emotion and just passion? So, you know, congratulations on being here. What will this Emmy mean to you?
Oh, you know, honestly, I feel so rewarded just from the response that people have given, the feedback from the show, the fans every Wednesday, live tweeting, having it trend and stuff. I think none of us really expected Underground to blow us out of the water like this. You know, we didn't expect this kind of feedback. So that in itself,
it's already a win, and just sending out this message to so many people, that's amazing. You know, that's a reward in itself. So congratulations. Enjoy your night, and I pray and wish you the best. Yes, of course.